Hi, everybody. So now you'll be working on the project with your team, right, with your group together. And we're going to give you some tips how you can work with your team to make sure that you can avoid the conflicts and to make sure that you are doing all the scenarios as needed in the or as it is done in the real life. So we have shared a project here, right? So in your case, you're going to have your team name, whatever it is. So the project will be there. And you will need to clone. The first thing that you'll need to do, you'll need to clone the project into your computer. So let me copy this link here and let me go to the terminal, or of course, in your case, might be git bash. So let me go to my Eclipse workspace. And then here I'm going to say git clone and then give the link to the project. So I am cloning the project into my computer. The next thing that I will need to do, I will need to open the project or to import the project into my Eclipse. So import it, find the project wherever it is in your computer. It is under Eclipse workspace, and then you locate the project, you open it, and of course the project is here now in Eclipse. So I have provided a simple structure for you. So you have the just the common method under the utils, and you have the let's say the sample feature file under your resources. So the first thing that you need to do, you need to work on this part with other team members to make sure that you are creating the structure all together, that then after that everybody can do their own task, of course collaborating with others and coordinating with others. So the first thing that you'll need to do, you're going to go to pond.xml, and then here, right, what you'll need to do, you'll have to add the dependencies, right? What Java version you want to use, Java 9 or 10 or 11, and then the dependencies one by one, all of them will be added into your pom.xml file. So of course that is step number one. Step number two, then also you'll need to create the structure of the project, right? So whatever we learned in class. So let me go here. Of course, we have the utils package here, and you have to create the commons methods, right? So you can cheat. You can have a look at our project here that we did in class, and then under the utils, right, you have the common methods that you'll need, the configs reader, the constants, and the Excel utility for each thing that you need in your project. Another thing that you'll need is the test base. So why do we need the test base? You have the base class and page initializer there. So you're going to go to your project, create here a new package, and then call it com.neotech.testbase. And inside your test base, you will need to create a class named base class, and also another class named page initializer. So you'll have these classes, this structure, you're going to create these things together with your teammates. So, and then again, what you'll need the pages. Why? Because we're following page object model. So I'm going to go here and create here a new package, com.neotech.pages. And when you are creating the project together, you'll have to make sure that these things that are common for everybody at the beginning, you need to have them here. For example, login page. For everything that you're going to do there, adding an employee, deleting an employee, adding a vacation to the employee, I don't know, some disciplinary point, whatever you're going to do there, you will need always to log in. That's why it's good for you to work together to have the login page here, right? So new class, let's say here you're going to use login page elements. And then inside this class here, of course, you'll need to locate the elements of the login page. And the same thing you're going to do for the runners, right? So you'll need the runner class, which you'll use for running the tests there. So after you create the structure, right, all together, I suggest you to work on this part all together as a team. And after you create the structure, then you are going to commit those changes to the Git repository, so that everybody can clone on their own, and then they can work on their steps. So Sabah, if you have any things that you want to mention in this part.
Yeah, just some general issues that we've seen with students usually as well. So don't think that just because you're building this first together, then you don't have to deal with each other anymore, right? This is just the start of it. This is the basis that everyone needs, but this is an ongoing thing. Even if you start your feature tomorrow where you are adding an employee, you're going through the login, you're going through the dashboard, you're going through the add employee, and then even the personal details. So someone else on your team might be working on one of those pages. So you have to communicate with each other in your daily Scrum, or even after that, to keep in touch with the team and see what they're doing, so that not 3 of you end up creating the same page, right? So like, let's say dashboard page elements, because everyone needs it. So it should be one dashboard having certain elements that everyone needs, and then get updated frequently. Don't go about just one pull a day. That's not how it should be, right? Someone else might be working in the morning, in 1 hour, he has added a page, some features, some other methods, pull that, and then you see whether what you need is already there so that you use it. So for example, you use common methods, you want to use the click method, which has also wait implemented on that. If someone has already added, don't add it again. That's redundant. So in this case, you need to communicate. All right, that avoids overriding, that avoids having to merge different things because you are doing the same developments, but also creates a more, let's say, a better project.
Yeah, that's perfect. So you have to take care to make sure that you are following these tips. So after, let's say you built only the structure, you don't do all the tests because everybody's going to do their own test, but the structure should be built together with it as a team. And then if your team lead, let's say, is coordinating this part here, after it's done with the project, after you make sure that the simplest thing, right, just logging in is working, then after that part works, you're going to go to your project here, go to my team Neo here, and then on here you're gonna push all the changes into the repository, right? GitHub repository. So git add, let me add everything, that all the changes that I've done, and then git commit -m, and then this is, let's say, framework is built, right? Framework built. Okay, and then after that you just say git push. So you are sending, right, you're sending the changes to the repository so that everybody, right, we had only one commit, the first one, but after you send the changes, now the framework is built and everybody can clone and then can do the work on their computer. So we're going to continue with that second part in our next video.